you always travel? Flights are so expensive. You don't know the Google Flights hack, do you? There's a hack. Hey, go to Google Flights, enter your departure city, but leave where to blank. Now click on this map. It shows you really good deals for all these destinations. Hey, but I've seen some of these flights before and they're terrible. Like tons of layovers and takes forever to get to a destination that's honestly not very far away. Come on, would I do that to you? Slide down this little bar, click the stops filter, choose nonstop only. Now click on this little calendar. You can choose specific dates or flexible dates. The more flexible you are, the better the deals you can find. You're good. If only you had hotel hacks. Don't you know me by now? Follow along for part 2, hotel hacks.
Okay, so my top 2 tips for trying to find cheap flights, I can do another video on accommodation if you want, is be flexible with where you're going and be flexible with your dates that you're going to. I'm going to show a really good example in this video as to how that can really work in your advantage. So the first thing I always do is go onto Skyscanner and select the destination you can fly from and select everywhere, and then select some rough dates that you're looking for. You can really play about with this to try and find the best deals, but for this example I've just selected September. Then when you press search, it's going to come up with a massive list of all the flights going to lots of different destinations. For this example I have selected Milan because that's where I'm going on Friday and I got really cheap flights with them, so I'm going to click on Milan and see what options they give me. Here from the options I can see that all of the flights are with Wizz Air, so now I'm going to go on directly to the Wizz Air website or app and look at what flights they've got on there and the prices that they've got. If there were different options such as Ryanair, Wizz Air, EasyJet, etc, I would then have to look around. It takes a little bit more time, but it really does pay off. Okay, so now I'm on the Wizz Air app and I've just selected the exact same dates that we just looked at. I can see here that it's giving me lots of different dates, times and options and different prices. So this is where it really pays to be flexible. So here I've just selected a flight that's pretty cheap. I don't want any of the extra stuff they're trying to sell me. We're going with the very basic. We can do hand luggage. We don't need a seat. We don't need anything else, okay? So I've looked, this is a return flight. Again, there's lots of different options. I can see the cheapest one would be on a Tuesday at 7 AM, which is actually the flight that I'm flying back from on Tuesday. Again, we don't want any luggage or anything like that. We want the basic flight, okay? Again, it's going to try and sell you lots more stuff here. You don't want it. You just want to go to the checkout. And here, the total for one person is coming up at £28, which is less than £15 per flight. It's going to try and sell you a load of stuff. You don't.
Hey, I'm trying to book a flight, but the prices are sky high. Yep, airlines have upped their prices by 40%, so if you're going on holiday this summer, make sure to follow these steps to get the cheapest flights. Number 1, use incognito mode to search for your flights. Otherwise, airlines will use your cookie data to find out what flights you're searching for and bump up the prices before you can book them. Really? I had no idea. 2, book your tickets for Tuesdays, Wednesdays and Thursdays as there's less flights midweek, so prices are reduced to increase demand. 3, use a price comparison site like Skyscanner as it will show you the cheapest flight to book on the day that you want to travel. And finally, never book over the phone because they'll always overcharge you compared to what you can get online. Okay, these are great tips, but how do you know all this? I followed Temper Time to learn all these hacks.
I flew all the way from Australia to Europe for only $300. Watch this video to find out how you can get cheap flights. Alright, so the first thing you want to do is head to this URL, Google Flights. You are then going to change it from round trip to one way. This is a way easier way to get cheaper flights. Then type in your departure destination along with the area you would like to head to. I always use the continent so you can see multiple cities at once. Then select a date, doesn't matter what date, we'll fix that later. Click search, it'll load up your results and show you all of the cities in the European region that you can fly to. Makes it easy to find the cheapest one, which for us is Athens. Once we found our cheapest flight, we're just going to click on through there and it will bring up the home main screen. Now what we need to do next is change our date to find the cheapest one. Great thing about Google Flights is it shows you all of the prices for all the dates all on one screen, making it easy to find our cheapest option, which is $347. Don't book with third-party providers, their customer service sucks. Make sure you book with the official website of the airline. Just go ahead and click select there. It'll redirect you to the website's airline, and as we can see, there's our flight for $340. Compared to Webjet, they're charging $1,070. Don't use Webjet and sites like that. And then whenever I'm planning my trip, I just keep repeating the process over and over. Follow for more travel tips.
Keep up, because I'm not saying this shit again, and I'm gonna go real fast. These are my top cheap flight sites. Number 1, Skiplack. Skiplack shows you flights to your destination, where your destination is not the final destination, it is the layover destination. So they search about 1,200 flights at once to find the perfect one for you. You cannot take any checked bags, because the checked bag is going to be at that final destination, and you can be sitting looking dumb as shit with no luggage. Take a carry-on. Number 2, Secret Flying. Secret Flying shows you all of the airlines and the flights and hotels and stuff that the provider doesn't want you to see. Majority of their flights are flights that are empty, so they pull the prices down so that they can fill up the seats. Number 3, Skyscanner. I love Skyscanner because they have this everywhere option. You can just put in where you're flying from, and it'll show you all of the cheapest destinations and the prices. And if you click on it, it'll tell you the dates that are the cheapest. Number 4, Hopper. I like the Flight Watch. They send me notifications when these flights go down. See, I have one for Nassau for my birthday. They also have this feature right here where you can put in where you're flying from, where you want to go, and it'll literally show you the days that are the cheapest and the most expensive to fly. Okay? Next, we have Scotch Cheap Flights. Scotch Cheap Flights is a subscription service. You have to pay yearly. It's $49 for the premium account, $199 for the elite. The premium shows you domestic and international flights, economy seats only. The premium shows you business class. Dollar Flight Club is also a subscription service, kind of just like Scott's, except they cost a little more for the premium, which is $69, but their premium plus for business flights is only $99. So this is what my email looks like with the sales that they send me. Next is Momondo. Momondo is great for international flights. They show you a lot of shit on international flights, and they have this feature right here that shows whether you need a COVID test or vaccination or both to get inside the country. That's bomb. You ain't got to search it. It's right here on the app. The next app that we're going to look at is Wherefore. I like Wherefore because it goes off of your budget. I can say that I only want to spend $1,000 on hotel and flight, and I want to go on specific dates, how many people, and they'll literally show me all of the places that I can go during my dates for less than $1,000 for hotel and flight, whatever budget you put in. The last one, Cheapo Air. Common sense.